Hi there, I'm Shannon Gregory of Microcell Sciences. I'm doing a really interesting video today. If you followed me, you may have seen my last video where I've been diagnosed with breast cancer. However, now I'm cancer-free. Yay! But I did have a hiccup upon this journey where I thought I was healing pretty good, but I had a lot of bruising that we didn't know why I wasn't healing through the bruising. To cut a long story short, a bunch of testing, things like that. They aspirated some of what was happening in the bruising area to find that I hit positive for a very specific bacteria called Klebsiella. This bacteria had really threw me into a spin. The breast that unfortunately had the infection was huge, swollen. It was really uncomfortable. So I was nobody's pleased to culture bacteria, but I was pleased to be able to have some answers to why I was not healing as well as I should. So right now I had to go into an emergency surgery 4 days ago. I have one of my amazing technicians here with me today who you're going to meet, who will be looking at the blood, as I can't use my microscope right now due to the fact of the emergency surgery. I am holding a drain right now, kind of yucky and gross. We've emptied it, so this is where it looks empty. But who doesn't want to know what's inside these drains? Well, definitely I do, and all of my staff do, so we decided to do a video about this. So I've come into work here and we're going to take a look at what my drain bacteria looks like. I have no idea what we're gonna see. You know, we could be seeing some immune, we could be seeing, and we should be seeing some red blood cells because of the color of the drain being red. One other thing before I get into looking at the blood is the Klebsiella bacteria is very specific to certain things. It's found a lot in urinary tract infections. It's also found a lot in the gut. A lot of times, if we know somebody's had a Klebsiella infection, we will do stool samples, as because it's a lot of a GI type of bacteria, stool samples can often pick up on that. But as live blood cell analysts, we're looking for something very specific here, because in this case, Klebsiella is a long oval bacteria that often will be very mobile through the blood. So we will be looking at this in the live blood cell to see if we see anything. Of course, I must note we are not diagnostics, but in this case, I do have diagnostics on what we're looking at, which is what makes this an incredible video. So I am going to post right here. This is my diagnostics in regards to the positive Klebsiella. And here we go. We're going to look what's in the drain and in the live blood cell. And here's Julie. Julie's helping me out today, and Julie is instrumental in our team in Microcell. We do have the drain blood up on the microscope, so we're going to be looking at this together. So here's what the drain blood looks like. So right off the bat, what we're seeing here is pretty fascinating. I had no idea, like I said, what to expect in this drain blood, but what we're seeing here is an immune, and all those little round circles you're seeing around it is a form of bacteria that it looks like the immune system is addressing, or is addressing amongst inside the drainage area of my breast. So on the right-hand side, that little circle right here, this is a burst cell. This is a red blood cell that's dying off, and that's why it looks kind of spiky like that. So here we go. We're gonna move around. I'm pretty surprised here that the blood is as clean as it is. All those circles, again, are red blood cells, and what you're seeing on the left-hand side there is an immune cell. Again, impressive that this is fairly clean and I'm not seeing anything floating around. This is another immune cell with bacteria around it. It looks like a innate immune, which most likely is a neutrophil. Those circles that just went by, those are more red blood cells. This is pretty clean for 4 days in. I'm pretty impressed at how the drain works here and how much it seems to release. Okay, here's another immune cell here. The black parts you're seeing in the immune cell, or the kind of grayed out area, is the nucleus of the immune cell. So we're now going to just look at one more. Oh, here's a juicy spot here before I was going to wrap that up. You are seeing some platelets here. You are again seeing some immune cells and definitely some debris, which is this right here. Some of those little circles you're seeing here is a bacteria, again, which is a very common type of bacteria. So here we are now looking at the live blood cell, and we are seeing quite a bit of bacteria on the screen here. We're going to kind of move around and see what we're seeing. So right now we're in what they call the dark areas. We're just going to bring our light down just a smidgen to see if we can kind of get a little bit of a tighter image for you. Okay, great. That looks great, where we can definitely see some bacteria there. Now, keeping in mind, I've had 3 bags of antibiotics while I was in the hospital, so I'm not shocked. I have very simple bacteria. I shouldn't be having very diverse bacteria. So I'm just going to keep looking to see what we're seeing, if we're seeing some biofilms or yeast that relates to the bacteria. So here we are looking at the live blood cell sample. We've zoomed right in, and overall I'm pretty impressed what the cells look like. We are seeing a few little parasites in the sample, which is fairly normal. And we are seeing a little bit of bacteria dance in there. We are seeing over here, this is pretty fascinating. You're actually seeing the immune moving live on the screen. These are all neutrophils. I'm gonna kind of zoom into this guy here. You can really see him addressing and attacking bacteria and eating bacteria. You've also got this guy right here stretching, and you're seeing the granules actually moving and them actively doing things. Okay, over here, we're also seeing some bacteria throughout the sample. Very simple bacteria though. This one here does have a slight oval to it. It could be the Klebsiella, but unlikely. However, here we got here. So here we have a nice oval bacteria. That could be most likely the Klebsiella. Of course, we're not diagnostic, so I can't be like, yes, that's it, because it needs to be stained. It needs to be cultured to be able to get this diagnostics. So overall, we're not seeing too much yeast through the sample. We are seeing definitely layers of the oval type bacteria. We are seeing the red blood cells looking pretty good. We're seeing the immune certainly fighting. I'd like to see the blood moving a little bit more. And if anybody's watched any of my grounding videos, that's an amazing way to naturally start getting that circulation moving well. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope you enjoyed this.